The beta blockers cause weight gain. Here's a sobering fact that might make you think twice before popping that next beta blocker. Clinical studies show that medications like Propranolol, Metoprolol, and Atenolol can cause an average weight gain of 2 to 7 pounds in just the first few months of use. But here's what's even more concerning. Some studies suggest these drugs can slash your metabolism by up to 50%. Stick around because I'm about to reveal exactly why this happens, what the science says, and most importantly, what you can do about it. The beta blocker paradox. I want to be clear from the start. Beta blockers are incredibly effective for managing anxiety symptoms. They work like a charm for stopping those trembling hands, that racing heart, and the sweating that comes with performance anxiety. Musicians swear by them. In fact, a survey of orchestral musicians found that 27% used beta blockers to manage their stage fright. And honestly, they work. Beta blockers block the effects of adrenaline, which means when you're standing in front of that audience or walking into that high pressure meeting, your body stays physically calm. No more voice shaking, no more visible trembling. For many performers and professionals, they're a game changer. But here's what your doctor might not be telling you about that harmless little pill. The weight gain evidence. Let me hit you with some hard science here, and all the studies I'm about to mention are linked in the description below if you want to dive deeper. First up, the Gemini trial. This was a major study that compared different beta blockers in patients with diabetes and high blood pressure. What did they find? Patients on Metoprolol gained an average of 1.2 kilograms, that's about 2.6 pounds, over just 5 months. Meanwhile, those on newer beta blockers like Culprit, no significant weight gain at all. But wait, it gets more interesting. A comprehensive analysis published in the journal Hypertension reviewed 8 different clinical trials. The result? Beta blocker users gained a median of 1.2 kilograms more than control groups. But here's the kicker. Atenolol was the worst offender, with some patients gaining up to 7.5 pounds. Now, you might be thinking, okay, a few pounds, that's not the end of the world. But there's something else that these studies revealed that's even more troubling. The Metabolism Bombshell. Here's where things get really concerning. A study in the Journal of Cardiopulmonary Rehabilitation found that beta blockers can reduce your basal metabolic rate by 12% in obese patients. Another study showed reductions of up to 50% in some cases. Think about that. Your body burning half the calories it normally would at rest. But why does this happen? I'm about to explain the 3 main culprits. Reason number 1, your metabolic fire gets doused. Beta blockers essentially put the brakes on your sympathetic nervous system. That's the part of your body that keeps your metabolism humming along. Multiple studies have shown that total energy expenditure can drop by 4 to 9% when you're on beta blockers. One fascinating study showed that beta blockers reduced the thermogenic response to meals by 25%. That means when you eat, your body doesn't burn as many calories digesting and processing that food. Over time, those unburned calories add up. Reason number 2, the fatigue factor. Here's something most people don't realize. Beta blockers often cause fatigue as a side effect. And when you're tired, what happens? You move less, you skip that workout, you take the elevator instead of the stairs. Scientists call this non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. Basically, all the calories you burn just moving around during your day. Beta blockers can significantly reduce your NEAT, and studies show this alone can account for remarkable weight gains. Reason number 3, the exercise struggle. This one's really cruel for those trying to stay active. Beta blockers have been shown to reduce both maximal and submaximal exercise capacity. So even when you do hit the gym, you're not able to push as hard or burn as many calories as you normally would. Together, these 3 factors create a perfect storm for weight gain. But here's what's really interesting. Not all beta blockers are created equal. Remember that Gemini study I mentioned? It revealed something crucial. While older beta blockers like Metoprolol, Atenolol, and Propranolol cause significant weight gain, newer third-generation beta blockers like Carvedilo and Nebivolol didn't have the same effect. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that patients on these newer beta blockers actually lost more weight during a diet program compared to those on traditional beta blockers. The difference? These newer drugs have additional properties that help preserve your metabolism. But before you rush to switch your medications, there's something you need to know: the hidden danger for some users. If you're taking beta blockers for heart failure, sudden weight gain could be a red flag. A gain of more than 2 to 3 pounds in 24 hours or 5 pounds in a week could signal that your heart failure is worsening, not just a medication side effect. This is when you need to contact your doctor immediately. The natural alternative. Now, here's where things get interesting. What if you could get the anxiety-fighting benefits of beta blockers without the weight gain and without needing a prescription? This brings me to PerformZen, a natural supplement I created specifically for this purpose. PerformZen contains a mix of ingredients like GABA, L-theanine, and magnesium that work together to calm your nerves and sharpen your focus before any high-pressure situation. The GABA in PerformZen works by naturally reducing brain activity that causes anxiety, similar to how beta blockers work, but without blocking your adrenaline system. L-theanine boosts those GABA levels even further while promoting the alpha brainwaves associated with calm focus. Add in ingredients like ginkgo biloba for stress hormone management and theacrine for clean energy without jitters, and you've got a formula that many of our customers have successfully used to replace their beta blockers. To learn more about PerformZen, check out our website using the link in the description, or just Google PerformZen with the first result. If you like this video, click that subscribe button and make sure you drop a like and comment below. We'd love to hear in the comments about your experiences with beta blockers, if you have any, and know if it caused weight gain issues for you. You can also check out one of these other videos from the channel. We have some great videos about all the different kinds of beta blockers, or several videos about dealing with anxiety struggles, phobias, and performing in general. And until next time, break a leg.